should we get to some of these listener sneaky freak responses?
Let's do it.
Okay, here's some of the people's words. By the way, if you guys want to participate, please give us a text at 310-356-3920. We send out a lovely question of the week. You can participate. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, this is from Andrew. He says, 16 years ago, my ex let me use my big toe, with protection, of course, to get her off before using my tool, unwrapped. Weird, but it was my idea. I wanted to use everything I had. I've also made love to her armpit. She wasn't a fan, but it has still turned her on. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now that's really
People
weird.
that be in our DMs asking, can they buy our dirty draws?
Yeah.
First of all, let me say something about armpits. That is a thing. That's a fetish.
I think both of these, a big toe is
Big toe. Also,
underarms are very sensitive.
there are erogenous zones there.
I'm not going to lie. A toe in the vagina it feels nice.
Have you had that?
On accident. It happened on accident.
What?
How does it happen?
How does that happen on accident?
He was laying down. Okay, imagine this is a man. These are his legs. This is his head. You know how sometimes you are giving them head when they're laying down? So my legs were straddling his leg. And I kind of went down a little further. His toe grazed my clit and it felt good. So I just kind of kept grinding on it. It was nice.
Some people have these like
nice.
very
They have that big, strong toes.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Some people are
manly
very
toes.
nimble with their toes.
Yeah.
They can play piano. I've seen people play piano with their toes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
a
some
strong
long
toe.
toes.
Yeah.
I had a
Long and
roommate in
strong.
college that could fucking grab anything. He used his toes like with fingers. He would do
Oh.
some serious shit with that.
Wow.
Like a little baboon.
A little baboon.
Yeah, they grab everything with their feet.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Huh.
Anyway, I didn't mean to derail us with that comment, but I would say, Andrew, if you found that you enjoyed the big toe and and the armpit fucking, I say go for that.
Yeah.
Keep that weird shit going. I love that.
And by the way, no STDs.
No STDs
Well,
with the toes.
yeah.
You
Still
might get a
protected
fungus.
the toe.
Well, he
Get
said
a
he used
fungus.
his tool unwrapped.
Isn't that interesting? He
Yeah.
wraps the toe,
But not
But
his
not the-
penis.
Because he
Yeah.
might have had fungus in the toenail.
Ooh, could you imagine if you got a fungal infection
and
inside
your
of your vagina
OBGYN
from a
is like,
toe?
what? This is a toe fungus. How did it get?
How did it travel?
Oh
What's going on?
No. Ooh, I do not like that. Kylie says, I went home with this guy from the club and he started to go down on me and I wanted to sexually run my hands through his hair and I accidentally jabbed him in the eye with my thumb.
Ooh.
He was nice about it, but he left with a very red eye. No sex, so embarrassing. Oh, wow.
Oh, when you accidentally
embarrassing.
hurt somebody, it is embarrassing because it's like the whole mood is gone now.
I'm
was
hurt.
probably
The
like,
person's,
Oh.
Next time she saw him, she had a patch over his eye.
Yeah, and the eye is also somewhere where like it doesn't. It's just a small thing. You don't think it's gonna hurt that much if someone fucks with it a little bit, but man, that would be a boner
The
killer if someone
smallest
smashed me. Yeah.
things.
me and a girlfriend were at the strip club one time, and she had
Again,
just got
she
her
just throws
nails
it out there like,
done.
oh, we were at the nail salon.
Yeah, we were at the strip club,
What
and
were
she
you
had
doing
nails
at the
that
strip
were
club?
at the strip. What do you know what goes on in the strip club?
I actually do, unfortunately.
It
My
was a lot
boyfriend
of
used to work
fun.
at one.
Yeah, it was fun, especially Atlanta strip clubs. We were the strip club
Oh.
capital.
I thought it was Tampa.
Tampa is the strip club capital, but Atlanta is a strip club city. Definitely.
Yeah, I think it's different levels.
Yeah.
Atlanta's like luxury strip clubs, and I think Tampa's like dirty.
Trashy.
Yeah. Ooh. But we were in there. Her nails were very sharp, and she stabbed the stripper in the cheek, right under her eye with her. She was bleeding, but she kept
Oh, my
dancing
God.
we were with some people that have money, and she was like, "It's okay, girl." She
It's
just
okay. I'll
she
lose
got a
an
napkin
eye.
and was holding the blood in. We were like,
Now see,
fucking God.
She should have made a lot of money for that dance.
"She did, she did."
That was no $20.
yeah, she
lap
couldn't go to the
dance.
bathroom because then somebody else was going to take her place.
Yeah,
So she just bleed all over the place.
She was-
She used that cocktail napkin.
and she
I
was
wonder
like,
if
"It's
she gets
okay."
like workman's comp later
Absolutely
on.
Not at all.
not. Mm-mm.
No.
I had one experience with a jabbing in the eye. I went to New York one summer. I was living there. I think one of the first nights I was there, I was like, oh my God, I'm in this big city. I'm like very excited to be here, very nervous. And I'm talking to someone and I'm gesticulating and I fucking smashed my finger, my thumb behind me into this guy. I think he must have been a bouncer or something, right into his fucking eye. This huge guy. And he goes, oh man, if this had been a few years ago, this would have ended very differently.
Oh, what an
So he's
asshole.
probably
It was
on
an
parole
accident,
now.
But I
Right.
get it. Even when it's an accident, if it hurts a lot, you be one to punch somebody in the
you
throat.
don't want
I know, right? Oh
Yeah.
my fucking God. I was like, oh my God, thank God it's not a few years ago.
Years ago,
done.
you would have been
Yeah.
smashed.
I would have been
That's scary.
squashed. Yeah. All right, should we keep going?
Sure.
Jay says, after ending a long relationship, I wasn't used to condoms. New partner didn't want me to going down on her, but we had plenty of foreplay, condom on, lubed up to the max. The sex just felt kind of off. I couldn't get my dick all the way in. It took me forever to finish. She quite enjoyed herself, which is a nice ego boost, but afterwards, she's taking forever in the bathroom. She eventually calls for help. She's nude, waist down. For the first time I see or touch her vulva is to fish out a tampon I jammed up there and around the corner past her cervix.
Yeah, that can happen. She
It
probably just
happens.
forgot.
Yeah, they were probably drinking.
That's how I lost my virginity.
To your
What?
tampon?
I had a tampon in.
You know,
I thought
take
I
it
won't
out.
get pregnant because I got a tampon in.
Oh, and
Meanwhile, I
so-
didn't bother taking it out. I didn't know.
Oh, you did it on
I was a-
purpose. Miss Karen.
I was a little teenager. I didn't know what
Uh-huh.
I was doing there.
Did
Except
it
when
hurt?
it was so far up there. And I mean, it was like he had to do a gynecological exam to try to pull that thing out.
Oh my god.
That's what it sounds like. This is
Yeah.
what Jay was doing.
You guys,
Yeah.
public service announcement: take tampons out before having sex.
Yeah.
just let it flow.
Let it flow, my
Let
God.
it flow. Let it flow.
Maybe we do one more.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is from Yvonne. She goes, that would be hands down my first time. We were both 16 in his parents' bed during the day when they were both at work. His friend was in the living room waiting until we were finished. That's a weird setup.
That's kids though.
They both
Somebody had to be on the lookout for mom and daddy.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. They both had a beer beforehand. When I got to his
beer?
place, he finished his beer, looked at me, and asked if I was ready to do this. No foreplay. He just climbed on top of me and did his business. LOL. Oh no. His comment after was, wow, I sweated out the beer I just had. This guy sucks. Albeit all that, I asked him a few days later if he could do it again, since I was left wondering what the fuck. He proceeded to tell me that he considers girls who like to have sex more than once a month a whore. So that ended the relationship.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Was
not
it-
my
That's
finest
the
moment.
weirdest one.
Yeah.
Weirder than the eye poking. Weirder
Yeah.
than the toe fucking. That's
Yeah.
weird. Sir, what?
Yeah.
More than once a month, you're a whore.
This
Well,
could
Fuck
taint
that
this
guy.
poor Yvonne for life.
No, she said things have considerably improved since then with
Thank
a
you.
thumbs up.
Guy sounded like a dick.
She's still
Yeah.
with him?
Yeah. No.
like
Oh.
her
Done.
sex life.
Oh.
Is that better?
Yeah, my God, that is not a fun first experience.
At all.
Did you guys have good first experiences with sex?
No,
Yeah,
it was
it-
just okay, but it was nothing like that. It was just he thought it was better than it was, and I feel like he was trying to do too much because when I lost my virginity, he was losing his too. But I had been reading Cosmo for like years, so I was prepared,
You knew it was
and I
coming.
felt
You
like
learned
he
from
didn't.
Cosmo.
He had probably been talking to his friends, and he just had all this extra stuff. There was like chocolate syrup and whipped cream, and I was like, "What are you doing with all this? I don't want this near me."
What is this?
We don't even know what we're doing yet.
Yeah, like come on, this is the first time. We just need basic sex. And I think it's gonna hurt. I took some Advil beforehand. Like, come on.
You took Advil?
Yeah.
Would you recommend Advil?
No, it didn't. No, do not recommend. It didn't do anything. The little rip still hurt, and it just wasn't great. But I think it's just a thing you have to go through.
But the chocolate syrup in the
That I do not recommend that at all. Like, are you trying to give me a yeast infection?
Yeah,
What are you
fuck
doing?
that. Mm-mm.
Have you guys
My
ever
first time
done
was
anything
regular.
with chocolate and syrup and never
Whipped
mind.
cream?
Whipped cream.
Food
I mean,
shit?
they try. I
I
don't
used to
really
do
like
that
the
stuff.
food shit. I like ice.
Yeah, I've done the ice thing. I've done whipped cream like on my titties, but it wasn't my idea. It was like his idea. I
Mhm.
don't like when it gets too messy on like whose bed are we on? Like
Yeah.
who has to clean this up?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it's someone else's bed, you're okay.
Now hotel, totally fine. Totally fine. Let's clean it up. and
Whipped
have
cream
them come
all
clean
over
it
that
up. But if we
fucker.
at my bed, let's hold on.
We're not doing that. You
Yeah.
gonna have ants.
Oh my God!
Don't
Don't
start
fucking talk
about
to me about
ants.
fucking
Oh my
ants right
God.
now.
Oh my God. Don't go there.
Let me ask you something. Say you go out on a date with someone.
Mhm.
It's going well. You go back to their place. It's a nice place, but it's got an ant infestation.
Are they actively
Ooh.
trying to fix it? Or they're just like, these are just
actively
the
trying
ants?
to fix it.
Okay.
Okay.
But there's like a lot of ants in all the bathrooms. You know.
It is the most repulsive thing I've ever seen. I tried to go. I couldn't even wash my hands.
She's talking about my place right now.
You have ants?
I got ants right now.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
I will say ants are better than roaches because
Yeah.
if it was roaches or like some sort of beetle, even if you're actively trying to fix it, I gotta go. I can't do this. An ant, I might be able to.
No, not an. It was
It's a village of ants.
I
We're
would just be
talking
like, why did
thousands.
you invite me here?
If you knew
I
you
get
had
it.
an ant
Yeah,
problem.
like,
Get a
no,
room.
I get it, but let's go somewhere else.
I know. We need to get an exterminator.
And you
in
have
there.
Yeah.
2 spiders.
I know. I know, but the spiders kill the ants. It's a whole fucking ecosystem.
I never
I'm
heard
living
about
in.
spiders killing ants.
I'm watching them. It's disgusting.
What do you mean you're watching? What are you standing
wa-
with a microscope watching? How can you see if a spider? These ants are tiny. Why are you looking at spiders?
I understand if you're looking at the ants because I was in Costa Rica and I found a village of ants. And one morning I went and just watched them. I recorded it. Ants are very intelligent little creatures. They were picking up leaves. They were serving the queen. They were picking up rocks. And I was like, I've never just watched an ant work. They be working.
Yeah, they
That's
are.
all they do.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable. They're so patient. They just keep going and going and going. And then I feel bad killing them because I'm like, these are incredible little things.
Yeah.
You gotta
But
get
you
over
gotta-
that.
it's- they've taken-
I don't
they
feel
gotta
bad.
go.
They gotta go.
I
know.
don't feel bad at all. And spiders that bite.
I'm up to 16. I got 16 tramps around the
It
house.
is time to get an exterminator.
Okay, we're getting
someone
an
who knows what
exterminator.
he's
It's
doing out
fucking not
there.
good.
It's just ruining your sex life.
It is.
Get an exterminator.
Well, it hasn't ruined it yet. We'll see if it if I end up going that direction. Even
Maybe you'll find a really good-looking female exterminator that is right up your alley.
Yeah, maybe that's the answer. I get a female exterminator.
Good luck.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm always thinking, Cam.